Hi, everyone. It's so good to be back with you. I took a little bit of a hiatus. I was traveling abroad, but it's really great to be back. And I can't wait to talk about today's topic. It's one of my favorites. But first, just a little bit of housekeeping. Let me introduce you if you haven't listened to my channel before or my podcast. This goes everywhere, by the way. My name is Chris Ashley. I am a life coach. I own a yoga company and I'm an author. I have a book coming out at about the end of the year called Change Your Mind to Change Your Reality. Subtitle, How Shifting Your Thinking Can Unlock Your Health, Your Relationships, and Your Peace of Mind. And let's see, if you head over to changeyourmindtochangeyourreality.com, sign up for my newsletter, you will be gifted a free PDF guide that's going to help you design, create, manifest your dream life and get started doing it in as little as a week. Put a lot of thought into that, so definitely check it out. It's something I do with my private clients, and it's just my gift to you. Ooh, let me turn my phone off. So let's see, today, okay, airplane mode. So today I want to talk about resiliency, and resiliency is a really important topic. Because a lot of what my book is about, a lot of what my podcast is about chasing your dreams, right? Following your dreams, not even chasing them, manifesting them into reality, taking steps towards them, letting go of everything that's keeping you from them, whether that be fear or grudges you're holding against someone or an illness or stress levels, right? Just clearing out all of that junk so that you can live your best life. And resiliency is really, really important. It fits into that really well because the number one reason why most people don't put themselves out there, why they don't take risks, why they don't follow their dreams is because they're afraid. Right? They're afraid of failure. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of pain. They're afraid of other people's opinions. But if we peel that back, it's not really failure that they're afraid of. They're afraid of not being loved. They're afraid that if they fail, people aren't going to love them. And then on the flip side of that coin, they're afraid that if they change and strive for greater things, then the people who currently love them in their life won't love them anymore. So they're kind of stuck between this rock and this hard place in their minds, right? It's all in their minds, of course. A Course in Miracles teaches us that every act is either an expression of love or a call for love. And you can really say the same for every inaction too. But I will let you in on a little secret right now, and it's not really a secret. You can't please everyone, okay? Not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to love you. Not everyone is going to resonate with you. Not everyone is even going to say nice things about you. Like, we all know that there are tons of internet trolls. Like, I get nasty comments online all the time, and I'm sure a lot of other creators do too. When you put yourself out there, you put yourself at the risk of that, right? But here's the thing, you can't be driven by the what ifs. I personally think it's so much scarier to think about the what if I don't, right? Like, what if you don't follow your dreams? What if you don't grow and expand into a greater version of you? What if you don't jump at that opportunity that just fell into your lap? What if you never leave your comfort zone? Right? The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Like, your growth, your expansion is outside of that fence line of your comfort zone. Imagine that you're on your deathbed. You're 100 years old. If you live to be 100, you're 100 years old. You're on your deathbed. It is so much worse to have a list of regrets at the end of your life. And, so often we're so scared of other people's opinions, but like 500 people can have 500 different opinions, and you don't want to let yourself be swayed in 500 different directions, right? Napoleon Hill said that opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. So back to that deathbed scenario, I got a little ahead of myself, but imagine you're on your deathbed. Like, are you going to be worried about those people's opinions still? Are they going to hold any weight whatsoever? Those opinions of people 30 years ago, 50 years ago that made it so that you didn't follow your dreams, maybe even like 70 years ago. No, not at all. You're going to regret the things that you didn't do. You're going to regret not chasing your dreams. You're going to regret not caring what people think or caring what people think. So, moral of that story, follow your heart. It's the only North Star you need. So if someone is attacking your character, insulting you, telling lies about you, criticizing you, trying to take you down, or hurting you in some kind of way, it is really important to consider the source. Is this someone whose opinion you really value? And if it is, are they giving you feedback in a really calm, rational, level-headed way? Or is this someone whose opinion does not even matter to you? You don't value your relationship with them. Maybe you don't even know them and they're spewing poison at you, right? They're coming at you with anger, with resentment, with, rage. They're trying to make you feel inferior. They're trying to make you feel humiliated. They're trying to make you feel unworthy. If that's the case, that second person, their opinion is not worth the time of your day. You do not need to take that personally. That is not for you to take on. When people come at you like that, they are coming from their own pain and their own fear. On the flip side, if it's someone whose opinion you value and they're coming at you in a really level-headed way and trying to give you feedback, then maybe that's some feedback you take into consideration. Maybe that'll help you grow. But if it's someone that's just trying to hurt you, and especially if it's a stranger or someone that doesn't know you that well, like you cannot take that personally. Like you have to put up some boundaries. That is not for you to take on. So here's the thing. When you start to succeed, a lot of times people are going to try to tear you down so that they can feel more significant about themselves. They see you being successful and then they see themselves not being successful and they think, you must have done something wrong, right? You must have stealed or cheated or lied or done something manipulative to get ahead of the game, because they're comparing themselves to you and they're looking at themselves and they're not feeling worthy, right? It's their own fear. It's their own pain. And these could be people that don't even know you, right? They've never met you. They've never spoken to you in their life. Like they know nothing about you and they will have very strong opinions about you, especially if, like me, you're putting yourself out there in the public eye. And the more successful you get, the more rejection you risk. And the more people are going to judge you, have strong opinions about you, and create stories around you in their head. But that's all they are. They're stories. Right? Everyone looks at the world through their own lens, their own past experiences. And you are not responsible for anyone's distorted perception of you, right? Like you are responsible for your own lens, right? Because you have a lens too. You're responsible for your own thoughts, your own responses, the way that you respond or react. And, the most masterful thing is to not even respond, to just let it go, right? Like that is not yours to take on. You don't want to like go into that energy and get mixed up in that karma. That is that other person coming from their own pain, their own fear, and that has nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. Like people that are healed do not go out there and try to harm other people. If you love yourself and you're healed, it is impossible for you to hurt another person. Hurt people, and healed people, heal people. But the way that you feel about yourself is how you project this illusion of reality out there onto the world, right? Like that's what the world is. That's what reality is. It's an illusion. And we're constantly projecting out into that illusion, and how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about the world around us. That's how we see things, right? That's how we interpret things. So some people are always on the defense. Some people attack before they're attacked. And it's because they have a lot of healing to do. Which is why when you think about like wars, right? Or violence, like more wars and violence are not the answer for wars and violence. Like peace and love are the answers to war and violence. So all this is to say, stand firmly in your confidence, know your worth, trust that what these people are saying is not true. Don't let it affect you. Again, we don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. So let's see. Let me look at my notes really quick. Oh yeah. So, so often when something happens to us, when there's adversity, when we've gone through some kind of circumstance or situation, or someone's attacking us in some kind of way, we want to understand why. Like, that is our human nature. We want to get down to it and understand, like, why is this happening? Why am I having this falling out with this person? Why is this person coming after me? But here's the thing, it's not about the why. Why is not a spiritual question. And learning about the why is not useful. Insight does not create transformation. Knowing why something happened will not change the trajectory of your future. It's instead about asking what questions and how questions, such as what next steps can I take, or how can I use this opportunity to grow? When things happen to you, there are only two paths forward. One, you can forgive and get better. Or two, you can hold on to resentment, hold on to anger, place blame, feel like the victim, and get bitter. There's nothing that is so bad that can happen to you that you cannot create your dream life. No matter how leveled you feel, you can always build back up. As the 4 agreements say, always do your best. Don't take things personally. Don't make assumptions, and be impeccable with your word, even if people are throwing daggers of lies at you, right? Even if someone is attacking you or your people or your country, how can you respond in a nonviolent way? Or how can you even choose to not respond? Again, how can you choose to let it go? And things happen in life that are going to test you, right? And it's how you manage those things that dictates the outcome you're going to have. Like, who you choose to be on the other side is what matters. And it's sticking to your principles no matter what anyone else is doing. You'll always have haters. You'll always have critics. There might even be people out there determined to bring you down. This says so much more about who those people are than who you are. We all have the same amount of time in a day, a month, a year, and your time and your energy and your attention are your currency in this life. Spend them well. How you spend your time, energy, and attention matters. You could spend those things wrapped up in hatred, in placing blame, in pointing fingers, in playing the victim, in resentment, in envy, in anger, in sadness, in feeling guilt. These are all low vibration emotions. Or you can spend that time building a life you would really love living, right? Finding reasons for your innocence, finding reasons to be kind to other people, to spread joy, to share your gifts with the world, to keep learning and to keep growing, right? We all make mistakes. We're human beings. We are here learning on planet Earth how to use the law of attraction, and we're here to have experiences as human beings, right? And then we get to take all of that knowledge back to source. And we all make mistakes. And we are so good, so damn good at beating ourselves up, right? If we make a mistake, we can feel so unworthy and unlovable and just guilty and just down on ourselves. But we're not meant to hold on to all of that. Like, we're not designed to hold on to all of that. Learn from the mistake and then let go of all the emotion attached to it, right? Forgive and get better. And that means forgive yourself too. At the end of the day, you can really only be responsible for your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own actions. You cannot change other people, but you can change your own mind. Make the decision to not care about what other people say, what other people think, what other people do. And like, here's the other thing. All successful people experience fear at one point or another. Like, everyone experiences fear. The difference is that some people don't let that fear hold them back and they move through it. One of my mentors, Mary Morrissey, coined this phrase and I love it so much. She says, do it afraid. Yeah, like, sometimes you're terrified and you do it afraid. You summon up that inner courage. And then the more you do that thing, the easier it's going to become. And pretty soon it's going to be second nature. It's going to be like nothing. It's always about taking that first step, summoning up that courage. Anxiety and excitement are the exact same emotion. It's just about how you interpret them. So you can use that energy to amp you up, or you can use that energy to bring you down. And it takes the same amount of effort on your part. And even if you try something and fail, at least you tried, right? And you're going to learn something from it. So you never know where that's going to lead. You might as well just try. It's all about staying in this mindset of passion, this mindset of commitment, this mindset of energy, and like keep visualizing your dream, keep taking steps towards it. Ride that high of that momentum, your passion, your purpose, and that momentum is going to build and keep carrying you farther. But the moment you let in fear, you let in doubt, you let in worry, you let in insecurity, all of that momentum that you've built is going to come to a screeching halt. Never give up. Be willing to change your approach 1,000,000 times if things aren't panning out. Get creative rather than rigid, and try not to get discouraged. Failure is simply feedback on one way that didn't work out. Don't just expect the same thing over and over again. Don't do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity, right? Like, don't say you've tried everything. If you had tried everything, like something would have worked out. Like out there in the realm of quantum possibilities, there is a thing that's going to help you unlock the path that you want. So keep trying, right? And again, like even if you have to try like 100 different ways, like keep trying, something is going to happen. There's that story of Thomas Edison. He tried to create the light bulb 10,000 times and failed. And then he finally created it and it worked. And a reporter asked him, like, why did you stop after failing 10,000 times? And he replied, I didn't fail. I just learned 10,000 ways to not make a light bulb. Like he learned, right? Inside of every tragedy in life, inside of every heartbreak, there is a hidden Easter egg. And if you can discover it, tremendous growth, healing, and leveling up will take place. It will change your life if you can shift your perspective and learn to see everything as a learning opportunity and just grow from every single thing. Flip the script like this on yourself. And you'll start to think from the solution rather than that problem. You'll be able to see things you couldn't have seen otherwise. Like new paths will illuminate before you. And when adversity comes your way, use it as a launch pad into growth. When you have a dark night of the soul, use it as a launch pad into growth. Tremendous spiritual growth and maturity and leveling up can take place. So I think that's it for today. I'm so excited to just keep having these sessions with you. I love talking about this stuff. Head over to my website, changeyourmindtochangeyourreality.com. Sign up for my newsletter. Follow me on TikTok, Change Your Mind with Chris. Follow me on Instagram, same thing. And I will see you next time. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.